Trading recap for week 48. Not very active week for me, but a very bad week for me. Two instruments traded, gold and Dax. Let's get into it. So on gold, the first trade of the week was on Tuesday for me. I had two trades for the day. Let's see them here. So I took a long trade here. Why? Simply because price during the Asian session had broken slightly above the previous day high, tapped below the Asian session after the New York Open, the London Open, and I saw a rejection here, and I thought that this movement was going to be some kind of measure move. After my entry, price pretty much stalled, started to go my way, and on that bar, I'm not sure, don't remember if it was a news release or something, not a planned news release, that's for sure. I exited here at 186 pips. Immediately after exiting, I saw that that momentum here was probably indicative of price going to break the current day low, which was here, and I saw that also as a rejection of that high time frame level, the previous day high. I watched this bar forming here with the upper wick, and I entered as price bar was flipping bearish for a continuation move down. As soon as I entered, it's starting pushing up again, and I waited and waited and waited and waited, and price broke this level here, the daily level. At that point, I was way beyond my normal exit area, and of course, I ended up exiting pretty much before price once again flipped bearish and went back to my entry point actually. So that was a big fail. Both trades. Well, this one, especially the second one. The first one is kind of understandable in the sense that I was watching price and I exited at the correct level, given that this bar closed way below this level of structure. That I had an alert here, so that loss kind of stings, but is okay-ish. On the other hand, the second one is, I would say, more of an emotional trade, wanting to get that momentum down, to get part of the loss back. So yeah, 185 and nearly 295 here. That was way beyond what my daily loss limit. So not the best of days. And this was another trade on gold for that week. So that was the following day. Yep. So Wednesday. Wednesday, pre-range bound price action. Made the low here, and as price starting reaching around that level and stalling, completely losing momentum, I saw price reverse here, had a failed pullback here, and push back down. So I was going around this area here, ideally that high time frame level. And I entered on the high time frame level, which is not great. Previous day high. As soon as I entered, price reversed and I exited at the top of the wick. So yeah, that pretty much sucks. I got in at the bottom of that wick here and I exited at the really top of that wick. And then just price kept stalling after my exit. So overall price action for the day, pretty crappy. Reason for entry, momentum shift. The entry level was not ideal because it was at a level, didn't break the level, so yeah, kind of anticipating. And my exit kind of sucked, 95 pips. So yeah, that was goal for me this week. Not the best instrument. For DAX, I only had 2 trades for the week. First trade was on Monday. This one along. So it's a rotation trade. Price made the high of the day after the Asian session, immediately reversed, made a low, and started making a rotation here with momentum. Waited for the pullback, entered on the break of the previous candle high, and exited here manually at 30-ish pips because we were around the Asian low, so I was expecting probably some resistance, and eventually price went to this high time frame level. So that was the first trade, yeah. And Wednesday I got this trade on DAX. So after London Open, DAX completely dropped, pulled back to the high time frame level, previous day high, and given this momentum here, I saw that this was probably going to be a rejection area, so I entered before some form of confirmation. I was hesitant actually to wait until this weekly level. Thankfully I didn't, I just entered. I had very little, probably practically no pullback, no drawdown, sorry, because that was like 3 pips. And I exited here because well, it was breaching the current day's low, and I exited at the more or less at the previous candle high. So I closed around 100 pips on that move, which was very fortunate both on the entry and the exit. Because if I had been a bit greedy, well, that wouldn't have worked out. And that's it for DAX. Here's the trade report for the week. I had few trades really, only 5 trades, so it's less than my average. Not very active, but on the few days that I was active, especially on gold, it was dramatic. 3 trades, 3 losses on gold, with each loss being way more than I should have lost, and a total of 582 pips lost. Thankfully, both trades on DAX worked out, so that lessened the impact of those gold losses. But overall, 446 pips lost on the week, and minus nearly 15%. That's way above what I'm supposed to lose on a single week. And it happened really quickly, obviously, because it was only one day, Tuesday, and 2 trades on gold, which goes to show that you should always keep both your emotions and your risk in check, because things can go pretty fast against you. So yeah, pretty shitty week, and that's it.